What's up, folks? Eerie Innistrad draft. That's what's on tonight's agenda. I don't know if it's just in... Oh, it's triple Innistrad. In that case, it's hard to beat travel preparations. This card just crushed it. I remember green-white decks being just the house. And Ludwig's is alright, but nothing that's first pick worthy. Whereas if we can get 2-3 travel preps, that's a winning deck. Slay the Wicked is actually very, very good too. Vampires, werewolves, and zombies, just about every color and every strategy. But travel prep all the way. If we gotta jump out, that's fine too. Ooh, All Mystics is solid. Fiend Hunter's pretty bomb. Pilgrims. Travel's Amulet, actually very good in this set. Bonds of Faith. It's all great. You want to kind of keep a low mana curve in this set, and hopefully some Pilgrims table. I doubt this Mystic's going to get around, but I think Fiend Hunter edges it out slightly. This is one of the better creatures in the set. I'm taking Fiend Hunter. Absent Priest, I think, takes it here. We'll do a control-y green-white aggro. Bonds of Faith, probably get those to table. I always like taking Intangible Virtue. The card goes late, and if you can get the Spirit deck, you can no doubt pick these up late to go with it. Blue-White Spirits was another. Oh, Butcher's Cleaver's here. This card's just the house. We're already playing humans, and the lifelink just makes it bonkers. Very hard to lose if you get this going. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the clear winner. Moaning and Hallow is pretty good. I didn't like the 5-mana spirits. Forbidden Alchemy is pretty good. I'm going to be sipping a lot during this. I have some Earl Grey tea. It's delicious. Yeah. This is a gift. One of the best 2-drops in the set. Green Fear. Fantastic. And it bodes well. Red's awful. Red's just so bad. I think I want to go a little Unruly Mob here. Another solid 2-drop. I'm going to try and stay out of 4s. Festrad Boar especially is very good if you can trade the Morbid, but we don't have an active way to do it. He's better than blue-green. Yeah, Unruly Mob, I think, is taking the cake here. Rolling a Temblor is very good, too. Same with Ranger's Guile. Silver Jace Fox, surprisingly a lot of applications for removing enchantments. Pretty much just fill up on 1s and 2-drops if you can in this deck. Very unlikely we're going to get those Pilgrims back, sadly. Earl Grey, hot. And when we get a pile of turds, Orchard Spirit's fine. Another creature with some evasion. Spirit from Evil can be okay as a one-of. At the very least, it's a nice trick to have on the sideboard. But yeah, Orchard Spirit with a travel prep is solid. Yeah, red and black. Obviously, people know how to draft the set. Red and black were always fairly weak. Yeah, the vampires weren't that strong. Here's some creatures. Summerhold Spider isn't bad to have around, but Blazing Torch is solid removal. I did always like the blue-green mill deck. You could really force into it. A lot of people just didn't pick up those cards. This is all pretty much garbage. The mill deck was a real thing. Dream Twist. This entire set was so much fun to draft. I'll take the trick. In fact, I think this might be my favorite set to draft. Triple Innistrad was pretty fun, but when they opened it up for all three what the hell is the word? Sets for the block? Yeah. Then it really opened up your options. I think what I liked most about the set is just about every archetype was good. Here we're going to take the Wolf Run. Just because it's not hard to splash a little red, and this card, the trample on it, makes it a game winner. It's a nice card to have table. Red blue was an interesting set, or a nice archetype with the flashback. I think it was an enchant. Maybe flashback you could deal 2. Kind of pinpoint around that, but it was surprisingly a pretty resilient deck if you got everything to fall into place. The mill decks, the mill strategies are fun too. Either mill yourself or mill your opponent. Just the graveyard play, the memories. But we have a fairly good start. We want to find all the 1-drops in this next go around. I doubt I'll even side this in, but 3/4 Defender, Pro Zombie. Pretty relevant in this set. Even the sideboard cards are good. A lot of things to help out your matchups. But Butcher's Cleaver is an absolute house. I tended to go humans quite often. This card's pretty dirty. There's plenty of 2/3s for 3, so I'm going to take the One-Eyed Scarecrow, which really just shuts down some strategies. Totally main deckable. Especially against spirits. And 2/3s are so good in this set. There's a ton of 2/2 bears. Two bears are a big part of the set, and the 2/3s just really own. I think it was the blue. There's a blue 2/3 whenever something dies, you can mill. Mill either player of your choosing. There's an enabler, just a great utility card. And at times a win con. The name escapes me. I'm sure we'll see it though. Mentor the Meek is actually pretty decent, but I can count on one hand how many times I've actually been able to pay it. This is that card, as soon as you play it, that son of a bitch is gonna die. People just bite that card advantage instantly. Sadly, the Wicked's so good in this set. This is probably the better card. If we want to be really aggressive, this is the way to go. But I feel like we have a tap, Fiend Hunter, Blazing Torch. Our removal's okay at the moment. So I'll try to get card advantage, but I really shouldn't. In fact, I imagine this shit'll table. I'm gonna take Slayer of the Wicked. Might be wrong. Gavany Township. It's gonna own. Galvanic Juggernaut is an absolute beast. Threatened Sentry, also very good. None of those Bonds of Faith tabled, sadly. Which is okay with us. We have plenty of humans, but Township is gonna piss all over faces in our deck. So hopefully this Grotto or Amulet table so we can get in there. And Falcon Wrath Noble is the #1 reason to play Black. Without a doubt. I mean, there's tons of 2-drops that do the same effect, but this is kind of a rare case back in the Innistrad days. Umbrella Rights, worth splashing. Villager of Eswald, that's our 3-drop. Tempted to get a flyer. Victim Knight is actually not very good removal in this set. Deranged Resistant, also very good. Yeah, we're gonna take the human. We need a high creature count. Sharpened Pitchfork is reasonable. Bellringer's okay. I think I'm just taking Ambush Viper. Another 2-drop. Counts as a removal spell in most situations. Maybe the Pitchfork gets around. But we really need travel preps. They make this deck go off. I remember forcing this while drafting, still coming out. I could always force a 2/3 going green-white. That's my memory of Innistrad. Probably a lot of other people's memory too, which is why it's slightly being cut, but even getting cut, the deck is still strong. As long as you got enough humans, travel prep, and a Butcher's Cleaver makes it so good. This set's kind of turdy. The Cathar looks like the clear-cut winner. Red-green Werewolves was actually reasonably good, but the werewolves need, everyone kind of likes to grab them. Reckless Wave was very meh, but Cathar is going to be decent for us. Halberg is alright, but I like it better in other decks. I think I'm going to take a Naturalize just for our sideboard. I wish I would have picked up those Avacyn Pilgrims. Seeing 2 of those, I think those are better than what I gave them credit for. Halberg kind of helps with our Cathar, but I think I just want to Naturalize for our board. Yeah. Pilgrims are really good in this set. They're humans, in addition to ramp, so they still had some utility late game. But oh well. As far as 4-drops, I want... I can't remember any names. Monastery Guard? It's 4-mana 2/2. When it dies, you get 2 1/1 spirit flying spirits. That guy was a solid 4-drop. I remember losing many games to blue-white spirits with Feeling of Dread. And even as a one-time use, it's still decent. Maybe I just take Halberg. The sad thing is we don't have a lot of sack utility, but I don't doubt we're going to be splashing blue And we have our removal. It's kind of alright as it is right now. Although this can help us win. I think we'll go with this route. And it also punishes the Howbrick players. Ghost Quarter's terrible fixing. I don't really want this 5-drop. Celine. It's been good in spots. 10 creatures. I'd like to be more than that. I'm going to take Ghost Quarter. It's good in certain spots. I'd rather have other things, but what can you do? It's pretty late for a card that's good. Coupled Wings is tempting, but those tend to go around, and I think I just want main deck enchantment removal. And 2/2s are pretty good in our deck. Only one travel prep though. Sad times. Maybe our Salvation's in pack 3. Ooh. That 5/4 Trampler is a real house. With Ghost Quarter, I feel like we can live without the fixing. I think I want this beater. Coupled Wings, nice. One of in the main deck. I'll play that. Ooh, and a Pitchfork. We certainly have our choice of equipment. Let's maybe put Wings to the board. When we need flying, we'll bring it in. Because we have some good evasion. Manor Gargoyle is legit. Of course, it's in a pack with Hamlet Captain. And Dark Thicket Wolf, the best 2-drop. But, the Indestructible is really, really good. Moment of Heroism. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3 of in a deck. Lifelink is great. I don't think this rally doesn't fit in our deck very well. It's a shame we haven't seen more Dark Thicket Wolves. They're so good. But the Manor Gargoyle, everything you want. Can block flying, can beat, is indestructible. He's so great. I would like Gnawed of the Bone. Hopefully that gets around, but the Priest is looking good. Rebuke is decent. Silver Inlaid Dagger is great, but I don't think our human count is high enough to make it playable for us. I'm just going to take another Cathar. I want to make sure we have enough playable creatures. Great. I would have totally taken the Rebuke if I had known. So maybe take Smite the Monstrous here. What's our removal looking like? We don't have a real answer outside of Fiend Hunter. I guess we can tap pretty much everything for days. Maybe we just take another potentially big dude to win us the game late. And this guy with a Butcher's Cleaver, get out of town. There's our Mentor. Could have had 2. but one will do. Another one for the sideboard. Stitcher's Apprentice is an absolute beast. Having infinite chump blockers and a sack effect. I used to first pick that and just like, you can go so many ways with that card. It'll enable blue black, blue green, blue white. Red's terrible. Red's just so underpowered in this set. I guess that's the only drawback. There's one rare that made it playable. You'd reveal, I think, the top card of your library and deal damage equal to its cost, or maybe it had to be creature, and then you deal it equal to its power. I forget exactly how it worked. Yeah, red was a splash color. Just take the burn, whichever one would steal your burn, and then you'd be left with the shittiest creatures in the set. Sell off Occultist. That's the card I was thinking of. Tribute Hunter. All this great blue is coming late. This card's playable in the green-blue Mill Yourself deck. I'm just going to take this Occultist because it's a pain in the ass. 2/3s are good. That's one thing I've learned from the set. Alright, our colors are thoroughly picked over. Kindercatch is so bad. I think I'll just hate draft other things. I'll just take away someone's bad removal. Crosswave Vampire is mediocre. It's all just terrible. I'll take another Scarecrow. Spidery Grasp is actually a really, really good trick. But who needs reach when you're just making their crap smaller? So we're not as aggro as I would have liked. And one travel prep makes me sad. But even the bad green white decks are still reasonably good. So where are we gonna end up here? Everything is decent. Might just get rid of the Blazing Torch. Stick that in the board. We're gonna have to cut some equipment. Curse of the Bloody Tome. That mill deck is fun. If you're the only one playing mill at the table, which clearly no one is, that's a fun way to go. I'll take another Naturalize for the board. And got my fill in Grave Brambles that steals the Curiosity. I think we'll go one Scarecrow main deck. Maybe none. We'll try to be as aggressive as possible in our main deck build. Oh, I guess maybe we can play them. We have 3 lands here. Cellar Door. No, thank you. Yeah, because that's 23. This is our deck. Scarecrow's main deck. I think we can get away with it. Well, this is an example of us getting cut on color pretty bad. But I still think we'll do okay. Well, Wouldn't be bad to have one travel amulet or one shimmering grotto. Instead, we gotta play the shitty ghost quarter. Oh well. I'll take a forest. Play Skeletal Grimace, please. Mountain. So, there's our deck. Pretty simple. Tons of creatures. Creatures act like removal. The value. And we have life gain for sustain, some first strike for defense, torch because it's there, and sadly only one travel prep, but we should be able to get it done. So just pop these suckers back in there. We really should snatch up those two pilgrims. I forget what we took over them. But oh well. Let's even out these numbers a bit. So that 14, 15, 16, 17. Double white. Shouldn't be an issue. Alright. I'll see you for the spooky, eerie Innistrad draft, round 1, coming up.